Good morning. I'm Kristy Somerville-Midgette. I'm Division Superintendent for Brunswick County Public Schools. For those not familiar, we're located in Southside Virginia in Region 8. And I stand before you today on behalf of my Region 8 colleagues, also as a member of the Coalition of Small and Rural Schools, and most importantly to me as superintendent and advocate for my school division, to urge our legislators to support the governor's proposed budget to provide equity in funding and support the at-risk add-on. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about Brunswick County. Our school division serves approximately 1,500 students. 97% of our students are eligible for free and reduced lunch. Looking at our county as a whole, 22% is in poverty, which is twice the state average of 10.7%. 6.8% of our teachers are considered inexperienced, meaning that they only have 1 or 2 years in the profession, which is higher than the state average and almost double the divisions that are in low poverty. In addition, 17.1% of our teaching force is provisionally licensed, which is more than double as well the state average and those divisions in low poverty. So I want to share a bit of a story. This is my second year in Brunswick, and when I entered last year, I had an opportunity to speak with many of my students and just talk to them about their views, their perspectives on school, what were some things that we could change and make better for them. And I asked each student if there was one thing that I could do, if I could push this magic button and provide anything for you that you need, what would that be? And for many of my students, and I was thinking that they were gonna say technology, because for many of our schools, we either had no mobile devices or we had 19 students every laptop. And so I'm thinking they're gonna say technology. So after talking to the students, and many just said, oh, we don't know. They didn't know what they wanted. And there was one young lady who said to me, I really don't know, but we make do. I guess I'll make do. And for me, it was heartbreaking. It still is heartbreaking because a 16 and 17-year-old student shouldn't talk about making do and be okay with not having the same access and resources that other students have. So I want you to keep that in mind as I go over what we're urging the legislators to do when they think about our small and rural schools that are in poverty and really being able to support this at-risk add-on. The governor's proposed budget includes a critical increase in Virginia's need-based funding program called the at-risk add-on. And with this increase will provide supplemental funding anywhere from 1 to 25% more in state funding for students that are eligible for free lunch, which will be $140 million over the course of the 2-year budget. It's needed because our divisions that are in high poverty fall short of what they need to get equal outcomes, and even less than what what the lowest poverty divisions are spending. And when you think about high poverty schools and facing challenges of retaining experienced teachers, there's data to support that high poverty schools have had twice the rate of first and second year teachers than low poverty schools have. And recent research also supports that investments in schools has a profound impact on their outcomes. We're gonna have higher graduation rates, higher adult wages, the lower likelihood of adult poverty, and our students in low-income families, households benefit most from this increased spending. And oftentimes, we always say education is a great equalizer, but if our students don't have exposure and access, they need that as well to have equity in their outcomes, but we can't do it without funding. And Virginia is one of the few states that provides more funding for affluent school divisions than high poverty school divisions. So with this governor's recommendation, $58 million would go across divisions within our small and rural schools coalition. So in conclusion, it's my sincere hope that our legislators will take the charge in supporting the equity and funding and the at-risk add-on. It helps us as we aim to not only close the achievement gap, but we can't do this without understanding that we have to close the zip code gap as well.